Both sides are allowed to be here, but they are separated by this barricade and there is an increased police presence.
The Senior Center and Meals on Wheels both provide services that seniors look forward to.
Or here in Emily Douglas Park. Famously hot Columbia is certainly living up to its name. Hey guys, still out here at the greenhouse, still waiting on this storm. It hasn't started yet, but as I've been standing here, I can feel the temperature getting cooler. Same line, same smiles, and same bright attitude that makes every experience here so sunny. Welcome back to Carolina News. Frank's here with us. Frank, I hear that Jerry Jones is taking a stand in the NFL against these new rules. What's going on there? Hey guys, welcome back to Carolina News. Let's take a real quick look at what's happening around South Carolina so we can understand the weather here a little bit.
The Confederate flag was flown at the State House today in remembrance of the flag that flew from 2000 till 2015. The event draws both supporters and protesters to the state capitol. Carolina News reporter Sean Kelly has the story.
The Confederate flag was raised at the South Carolina State House again, as it has been every year since it was taken down in 2015. While it seems that this is to support flying the flag at all times, the Secessionist Party is simply trying to have a promise kept that was made when the flag went down.
You know, when the flag come down, the legislation that removed that flag said that it would be put on display in the Confederate Reliquary and Military Museum. It's been 3 years and that hasn't happened. So the legislature wrote the law. We expect them to follow and put the flag in the museum.
Confederate supporters have come out every year on July 10th to raise the flag and show support. Protesters like Julie Edwards come out as well to show their discontent.
Go home! We took the Confederate flag down for a reason. It was a symbol of hate. Even though it's part of our heritage, it's a symbol that symbolizes hate. So now that it's down, we don't want it back on the People's House.
Both sides are allowed to be here, but they are separated by this barricade and there is an increased police presence. Although the flag is allowed to be raised all day, Bessinger says they usually leave early due to the heat and to allow the police to go home as well. While he and protesters do not see eye to eye, Bessinger has his own reasons for what he believes.
I don't think it's fair to come in 150 years after a conflict and after people are dead and say, you know, impose what you think those people fought for, what you think was in their minds when they fought. As a veteran, I don't think it would be fair for 150 years later or from now for people to come back and say that me and my friends fought for oil and central banks. I don't think that's fair. You know, soldiers fight because they believe they're defending their homes. Confederate and veterans are no different.
For now, Bessinger says the flag will fly annually until it is put into the South Carolina State Museum. For Carolina News, I'm Sean Kelly.
With famously hot temperatures in Columbia, many are left sweating in the streets. But the city has a solution it feels will help. Water stations are open throughout the city to help cool people off. Sean Kelly has the story.
This is the sound of relief. And so is this. At least for the summer. Misting stations and splash pads have been set up around Columbia for the season to help people avoid the heat.
Yeah, hot as it is right about now, when the kids come down, you know, they run around here a little bit, then they come run up under the water.
Fitzgerald works for the Department of Parks and Recreation in Columbia. He says the stations are appreciated and really help people cool off during the day.
People, you know, that be walking, they're getting their walk on a regular, they stopping by and getting up on it, getting a little mist on them, cooling off.
I think they're ingenious. I love them.
Vicky Accardini and her husband Don like to picnic at Columbia Canal and Riverfront Park. They have seen people walking through the mist since they arrived.
I think it's a draw to the different parks to be able to have them. I definitely support that.
The stations are scattered throughout the city, and according to Charisse Bell in the City of Columbia's office, most stations are open from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. during the week. Some locations include Finlay Park, Riverfront Park,
Or here in Emily Douglas Park. Famously hot Columbia is certainly living up to its name. But at least on days where the heat index reaches above 90, misting stations and splash pads will be available for free to the public. For Carolina News, I'm Sean Kelly.
Since Columbia is living up to its famously hot name, you will need a way to keep cool. Lucky for you, when life handed Ken Burke and his wife Allie lemons, they made lemonade. Carolina News reporter Sean Kelly has the story.
My nickname normally is Allie, but Alice's son, I figured Sunny sounded a little better for a lemonade stand.
And whether you pick Allie or Sunny, you will always see the same person here every Saturday at the Soda City Market, accompanied by her husband, Ken.
You guys only take cash?
Nope.
During the week, she spends her time working for Lowe's, while he works on the stand by purchasing ingredients, making purees, doing paperwork, or working other markets. At least, that's what Ken's last year has been made up of since he lost his job as a deli manager.
I mean, we were praying for a way to live a better life and to have more family-oriented time together. We're running a deli, working 50 hours a week, sometimes more, working nights, weekends.
But how did they get into lemonade?
Well, we got into lemonade kind of as a little hobby my daughter and I were going to do together while my husband worked a lot of weekends because he worked retail grocery. And, we could make a few extra bucks and do some things on Saturday. So I started to plan and build a lemonade stand.
But when Ken lost his job, lemonade became a full-time replacement. And although replacing a full-time job with a lemonade stand means selling more than 1,000 lemonades every month,
Within about 2 months, we replaced his full-time income.
making this no ordinary lemonade stand.
But we use all fresh ingredients, including our flavored fruits. We puree our fruit from fresh or frozen fruit instead of a syrup with added sugar.
And they have a community behind them.
The community here at Soda City is wonderful. Not only the customers, but the other vendors. It's like we're a family.
Oh, we love them. We love their lemonade. It's very refreshing.
And whether they are traveling around or at Soda City Market, everything is the same.
Same line, same smiles, and same bright attitude that makes every experience here so sunny.
For now, Sunny's Refreshments will stay part-time for Allie, while Ken works throughout the week. But that is not the end goal.
We want to be able to take it on the road and travel. So when I do retire, maybe 10 years from now, we'll be able to be mobile. Our kids will both be out of college by then. One's going in soon. And we'll be able to travel and take our lemony goodness all over instead of just here in Columbia.
For Carolina News, I'm Sean Kelly.